So, Avengers Endgame Encore has been released online, and I'm talking about the trailer, not the movie itself. And this has been released clearly 1 month before it hits the cinemas, and this is just going to be a re-showing of the film with additional 4 minutes footage to the Endgame saga to perhaps connect it fully to Avengers Doomsday. Well, let's get into it and watch and see whether there is any difference between this trailer of Avengers Endgame Encore and Avengers Endgame, which was released in 2019. So let's get into it right away. Okay, so yes, and there we go.
Hey, Cap, you read me? Captain Sam, can you hear me? On your left.
Okay. This moment is so iconic.
Avengers! Assemble.
We have a plan. 6 stones, 3 teams, 1 shot. You mess with time. Time tends to mess back. Tony, this is a second chance.
Okay, so Avengers Endgame Encore. Avengers Endgame Encore. And I'm sure anybody who has watched this trailer, even watching with me right now, one of the things that you can tell right off the bat is how the editing have been processed to mimic or to, you know, go according to the beat of the score. So obviously that is what this whole thing is about, and I think it's more or less just from the very opening shot from the opening night in the theaters is to help sort of let you know or relive the nostalgic moments where um, what's it called, Avengers became one of the most iconic films that you can ever think of. And listen, with regards to that, you cannot take for granted how impactful Avengers Endgame was overall when it streamed in the cinemas, the opening night and the days after, particularly the very scene where you had Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson calling on Captain America when Captain America was taking his last stand against Thanos, only for it to be revealed that all those that were snapped into the void or wherever they went have been snapped back. So that is quite an iconic moment. And it looks like of the 4 minutes footage that we are expected to see, none of them were shown in the in the trailer. Obviously, is going to be reserved for the movie when we go to the cinemas to watch. As to whether this particular 4 minutes is going to make any difference as to change people's opinion of it or to make people feel that Avengers Doomsday have been well built by these 4 minutes, well connected, well, that is left to be seen. But obviously, these are things or marketing strategies, one way or the other, just to get people to go back into the cinema for the re-releases. Obviously, Doomsday is one of the most anticipated films, if not of all time. It might be for this year, come December, and a lot of people will be trooping to the cinemas. But what a better way to relive the experience of Avengers Endgame, which they say is one of, when I mean they, Marvel Studios say is, or Disney say it's one of the films that you're supposed to have on your rewatch list prior to Avengers and Doomsday. So obviously, whatever 4 minutes they are adding to it might be a strong connective tissue to the Avengers Doomsday that um, almost it looks like they haven't built up, compared to the prior Avengers films where you always have solo outings of different character movies before the film. This is quite different. But however, it looks like whatever films that they're asking us to watch might be the build up towards this. And this film, Avengers Endgame Encore, is one of the films that we are supposed to watch prior to Avengers Endgame. So clearly, 1 month they've already released this, and I don't know how impactful this would be. But obviously, most would want to go just for the to relive the nostalgia when we go to the cinemas and remember how we felt when we watched it back in 2019. So regardless, it's going to make some money. You know, if you check the number of the Avengers films, particularly I think Infinity War and others, even Endgame itself was re-released a number of times in the cinema just to make sure it competes fiercely with Avatar. So this will be no different, but I think definitely it's to build the nostalgia, to build the desire and the fervor for Avengers Doomsday, which trailer was released, I think, a couple of days ago. So let me know what you think. Do you think that the release of this trailer and the re-release of this film will make any difference when it hits the cinema come September 25th? Do you think it's going to make us understand, give us a little bit background as to all the Easter eggs that have been left all along the way towards the build up to Avengers Doomsday? Whatever your thoughts may be, kindly leave it in the comment section below. So I wrap up my thoughts and reaction to Avengers Endgame Encore. My name is Papa Otu, and this has been the Film Mandate. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.